I was so successful in the armed robberies. I was arrested about 5 or 6 times. Never once convicted, never once in court.
We're home.
We are indeed.
Well, I need my bed, I need a pillow, I need a duvet. Put me anywhere and I will sleep.
Before this was here, there used to be a cinema, the GRANBY Street Cinema. We used to come here as kids. I think it was about 5 pence to get in.
The man in the middle is Trent Alexander-Arnold's father. I used to babysit them, Trent, while his mother went to bingo.
When I see videos, you know, there's always that division between, you know, the white teachers and the black children. Like the white teachers will look at...
A teacher once called me a nignog. After the riots, the police made a conscious effort to break the community up.
And a lot of people who are in the community now don't even know who were the founders that, you know, struggled. You know, the community is through blood, sweat and tears why it is the way it is today.
That is the last standing shop of the community really on GRANBY Street.
Wow.
The whole street just left to rot.
I've been here for 7 years. Don't get paid a penny. We do it for the community because we want to open for the kids in the area, for the elders and for people who want to rent the place out.
This is the ports. This is where our forefathers, mothers, aunties, sisters, godmothers came from in slavery.
So much racism, so much punishment, and so much hatred. That when it happened, everybody, including myself, were happy to see it. At last, freedom.
Hey guys, it's Magic J. Welcome to another episode of Tea&Crumpets. We are here, in Liverpool with the legend, Michael Showers. How you doing, sir?
I'm fine, sir.
And if you don't know who he is, he ain't no music artist, but we're gonna put a little something in so you would know who he is.
It got to the point where we're getting them sitting outside my house, openly, the detectives, the crime squad. And when I moved,
giving them a cup of coffee.
When I moved, they move.
Yeah.
When I stopped, they'd stop.
Yeah.
Just blatant. They were so... 99 voices. I was the only black person of the wing. I had to fight it every day, every single day.
So Michael, tell us where Toxteth is on the map for those who does not know.
Well, if you're coming from the city centre, you head south because we are the south end. We are the south end. And L8 is our postcode. And it was only during the riot time that they started using the name Toxteth, because then they gave money to an area called Toxteth. And they wanted to make it look as though they were giving money to the riot zone, which they weren't.
Okay.
30 million.
Wow.
And they built the Tate Gallery and Albert Docks with that money. Before this was here, there used to be a cinema, the GRANBY Street Cinema. We used to come here as kids. I think it was about 5 pence to get in.
5 pence?
Yeah, about 5 pence.
Did you pay 5 pence back then? Because I don't remember 5 pence.
No, somebody used to go and nick the doors.
The side door, yeah.
Yeah. But as I say, this street used to be the centre of the carnival. And carnival was something else. What a feeling there was to the unity of carnival.
The carnival was one of the biggest things. The energy that it brought, the vibrancy, the impact on everybody being a part of it was just so fantastic. And then every year we would look forward to the magnificent Shadow. He come there and he brought some kind of, it just blew us away every single time he come. There was nothing, the 50 pence piece. That's on our website. The 50 pence piece was absolutely fantastic. It was just like, what the heck is this? And then he's come as a mummy, he's come as so many things. We look forward to it. He made our carnivals, to be fair.
And they came and they stole it from us. They gave it to white people. We ran it for a while and then the money drained out. That was it.
What did the energy feel for you, at that present time of knowing that you got carnival on your doorstep before it got taken away and given to the white man?
Well, it's just disgusting. It ripped the heart out of the community. Because, as I say, the feeling of unity when carnival came around, and there was always jobs going, and a little bit of money to be made for everybody. You know, and that was it. The feeling was something that had to be felt to be understood.
Yeah, because your friend said how there was togetherness from
unity,
from the Caribbeans, from the Africans. You know what I mean? From even maybe if there's local white people who grew up in your community with you. You know, so you know, where did you feel that unity left?
I think after the riots, the police made a conscious effort to break the community up. Council dispersed people. A lot of Somalis came in. They weren't really interested in getting involved in things, and that was the feel. It was gone. It was gone. Leroy Cooper, he was a local poet and street artist because he did all the signs, red, green and gold. And the riot started because the police saw him on a motorbike, thought it was stolen, which it wasn't, knocked him off it here in Granby Street. The youth saw what was happening, bricked them, chased them. Reinforcements came. From there, the riots.
More than 100 white and coloured youths fought a pitched battle against the police. Some were as young as 12, the oldest no more than 20. It lasted for 8 hours, and at the end of it, Merseyside's Chief Constable said it was a planned attack. We were set up, he said. The worst of the rioting came just after dawn, when police faced a hail of stones, bottles, iron bars and petrol bombs. The missiles were hurled from behind barricades of upturned and burning cars.
So when did this actually happen? What year was this?
1981.
Wow, before I was born. Right, and how did it affect the community, you know, that time, at that point?
Well, most of the community were happy it was happening because we'd stood for so much over the years. So much racism, so much punishment, and so much hatred. That when it happened, everybody, including myself, were happy to see it. At last, freedom. Yeah, this was my school, Granby Street School. I went there from age 5 to 15. And the only thing was, I mean, it educated you to a factory level. There was no thought for the future. That was it. It just taught you the basics. And that was it.
When I see videos, you know, there's always that division between, you know, the white teachers and the black children. Like the white teachers would look at...
The teacher once called me a nignog. Yeah, remember that. Remember it well. Wow. I was always a candidate for the cane. I used to get the cane then.
I had that once back in the days, and it was not a pretty sight. Like,
oh, not hate.
You know, I never cried, but you have to firm it.
Yeah. And you see them rev up the hand, ready.
And the sting.
Yeah.
Was you one of those children? You went to school with him? You know what I'm saying? Or did you used to come to this school? Was this always looking like this?
Yes, always.
So what, do you remember what these was?
Yeah, the school, upstairs, it's the school.
So this was like the entrance for the school?
Yeah.
Wow. So they still got the old stairs.
Yeah.
They still got the handle, the bars. Obviously that's got bricked. That probably wasn't there. That was brand new. Yeah, this is what it's about. Because when you're talking about this on podcasts, we got to all the podcasts that he's been on, which was amazing. Big them all up. But like this must bring back that feeling of when you was getting up as a young boy, and you're putting on your school clothes, and you know that you're gonna probably your brothers or sisters or whatever come in here.
Oh, 11 of us went here.
11 of you.
Yeah.
Wow. Amazing. This is what we need, because everybody's got their own story to tell, and that's what Tea&Crumpets is about. So Michael, talk to me. You were saying offline that you had how much siblings?
I had 10 brothers and sisters.
Wow.
11 of us.
Same mum and dad?
No, my mum, her first husband was torpedoed, one of the first ships to be torpedoed during the war.
Wow.
And left her with 5 children.
Okay.
And then during the war, she met my dad, who was from Nigeria.
Oh, my Niger.
And 6 more children. So there's 11 of us in the one house, 2 up, 2 down.
So how was it navigating in the 2 up, 2 down.
Every room was a bedroom.
Even the bathroom.
No, the basement was our living room, and we had like 3 in one room, 2 in another, so forth. That was it.
So in that family, in the siblings, what number are you?
Number 8.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
So you're one of the youngest.
Yeah.
So is your siblings still? Some of them still with us?
Yes. My younger brother Delroy is 75. My younger sister Elaine, who lives around the corner, is 76.
Amazing.
Well, if you look at her, you wouldn't think so.
And then you got children yourself, right?
Yes, I've got 10 children now.
See, he's talking about his parents having 10 children.
11 grandchildren.
11 grandchildren. So Mike, where are we now, sir?
We are on GRANBY Street by the famous Danny's.
The famous, how famous is Danny's?
Danny's is the last standing shop of the community really on GRANBY Street.
Wow.
God, 50 years more he's been here, at least.
Wow, guys, do you come here? Did you used to come here? Was you born in there? Well, let's go inside and meet Danny.
Yeah.
Lead the way, sir. Explain who this guy is for those who doesn't know.
Yeah. Well, the man in the middle is Trent Alexander-Arnold's father.
Okay.
And the lady on the end is his grandmother.
Wow.
Yeah.
See it there?
And I used to babysit them, Trent, while his mother went to bingo with the grandmother. I swear, I used to mind them all, the 3 brothers.
Yo, Trent Alexander-Arnold. In my slimmer days, I used to play in your position. Yeah, you need to come back to this store. Show your love, brother. You get me? Wow, foundation.
Right, Danny. Bless you, Mike. How are you, sir?
I'm fine. And you?
Not too bad at all.
That's good. How's the wife?
Everybody's all right,
That's
thank you.
That's the thing.
So we're here, sir. Michael's taking us around.
Yeah.
You know, he told us that you're a legend of the community. You know, you've been here for how much years? More than 50 years?
More than 50 years.
Wow.
Don't tell the tax man that, though. Well, at the moment, sir, the community's gone. There's no community here now. They've moved all the black people out the area. Most of the black people now live in Kensington.
Right.
But you still have a few black people who lives in the area. And my opinion is that changes will come and changes go and changes come. But as you know yourself, sometimes changes are no good for certain people and changes are good for some.
So Michael is obviously a Toxteth legend himself. You know.
Yes.
So how long have you two known each other? As long as the shop has been here, or
Longer. When Danny first came.
Oh.
Yeah, we were. Well, we all men together. We were young boys together.
So when did you come within the Windrush generation in the 50s, 60s?
60s.
Okay.
That's when my mum come.
Okay.
Yeah, but we didn't come with the Windrush generation. We came
just a bit after.
Just a bit after. I know his dad, know his mum, I know all his sisters.
Yeah.
I know all his brothers. And I know the later generation. That's the sons and grandsons and all that.
As a Jamaican, you don't just cater for Caribbeans.
No, sir.
West Indians. I see you got some Caribbean stuff in there. You got East.
I cater
Indian
for
stuff.
everybody.
Arabs, everybody.
Right.
I cater for everybody. If you come from Timbuktu and you want something, I cater
you find
for
it
you.
And get
Yeah, I find it and get it for you.
Yeah, no, because I see a lot of stuff in here. You know what I mean? Even like I was showing the subdigent, and I was like, I've never seen a subdigent that big before.
That is from Jamaica.
Yes, I know. And so we see the little carton one.
Yes, we have got the carton ones as well, and we got the big ones. But I deal with a company called Tropical Sun. One is.
Yes.
They're in London as well.
Yes, sir. Yes.
And they do most of the West Indies stuff.
No, because I noticed there's a lot of tropical sun products in here, so you got a good relationship with them.
Over 50 years, 55, 60 years.
Talk to me, sir. What was the vibe like when you was growing up here? Like, you know, this neighborhood, running up and down here, you know.
In this specific neighborhood, L8, South End, no problem at all. White, black, we all got on together. But once you moved out the ghetto, that's when you got problems. Even the police, come here, you black bastard. You know, it's just, it had to be felt to be believed.
Yeah.
And that's why so many of us were criminalized at early ages.
It wasn't until 1981 that the word Toxteth was really heard in Liverpool 8. We've always known it as South End, that is the south end of the city, or as L8. But I think one of the reasons why the word Toxteth is used so often now is that when you pump 30 million into Toxteth, people straight away assume that you're investing into the riot zone to give people a chance of a future. And all of this is false.
I mean, at 14 years of age, I was arrested on my street for obstructing the Queen's Highway because I refused to give a policeman my name because he asked me my name. I said, what do you want my name for? I've done nothing wrong. What do you want my name for? And that's it. They arrested me and did me for obstructing the Queen's Highway. My mother got a 10 shilling fine.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, which was big money in those days. When the riots came, I was so pleased because I say, at last, we were fighting back. There were so many atrocities that they'd committed and got away with. That's why it surprised me that that one incident, that small incident of knocking Leary off his bike,
created something big.
Something so big. Well, this is a relatively new idea.
Yeah.
It's a community police station. Black officer.
Okay.
Yeah. Very well respected, a Muslim in the area.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So, what happened to this young chap?
Well, very, very sad. It's my wife's hairdresser's son, actually. He was standing with a group of youth on Lodge Lane, and somebody took a random shot, and he got shot in the head.
Wow, so it was like a drive-by shooting type of...
A couple of kids on the bikes.
This is so sad. RIP to this kid, man.
Yeah. We came from GRANBY Street School. We used to walk in procession to a hall at the end there called Beaconsfield Hall, and we used to do country dancing. Learn how to Scottish dancing and learn how to waltz and things like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Guys, was you one of the people? Can you do the dances? Let us know. Did you used to go to the centre? Cool.
This street, Cairn Street, to Princes Road, Princes Avenue. Every first Saturday of every month, there's a street market. And very well attended always.
Why is it every first Saturday? Why can't it be like every weekend? Because usually when it comes to markets, they'll probably have it like, you know, every weekend or maybe every day, for example. Why is it every...
I think a lot of the people work.
Okay.
And things like that, so I think that's the reason.
One thing what gravitated to me, it says games please. Normally it says no ball games.
No,
you know?
they encourage kids to play games.
So, hey, where's the football then, man? Like, I want to play football then. Wow. So this is GRANBY Street Market, which is located here. If you come here every
first Saturday of every month.
First Saturday of the month. Let us know in the comment section, guys. Tell me about your memories coming on this street, because...
Well, I used to know people who lived in this street. I went to school with them. And I just can't understand how it's just been allowed to fall into such disrepute.
And then there's people who's homeless and stuff, and they need somewhere to live, and they can't even fix this up, because this is easy can be relevated and fixed up, man. Because you can easily get what six flats out of this.
Yeah.
You know,
the whole street just left to rot.
So both sides had houses.
Both sides had houses.
Had houses, because we see on the other side. Look at it. There's like a junkyard across there. And you know, there's like a little forest in the corner where it's growing. But this is so sad. Like, you know, Liverpool Council, like,
They've got a lot to answer for.
You got a lot to answer for, because even in the whole of UK, it's similar. And I've been through it, like looking at apartments and talking to the council and trying to get a flat, and they say there's nothing, but yet there's abandoned flats that they could redo. You know, what is your excuses? Money?
No. They can find money when they want it.
Yeah, look at it, the whole street.
Yeah.
The whole street. If you guys lived here, people, or you knew anyone who lived on this street, what's this street called? DUCIE Street?
DUCIE Street.
DUCIE Street. If you lived on this street, yeah, please let us know in the comment section. And what was your experiences living here? Because look at it. You can see here, it's falling to pieces.
It's left to rot.
Left to rot.
This is Prince's Road and Prince's Avenue, main thoroughfare through the ghetto to the city. And I remember in 1981, the then Deputy Prime Minister, Michael Heseltine, wanted to knock down all these beautiful houses and put modern estates there. I was just flabbergasted that such beautiful properties, he could just think of destroying them.
Wow. So how old are these houses? Are they Victorian houses?
Some of them are Georgian.
Wow.
Well, the thing is, it's such a beautiful old city centre. And people used to, this is the only time people will see black people when they pass through here.
Right.
Now, as I say, black people are everywhere in the city. This Park, which part of my childhood, growing up, we used to come here in gangs for safety reasons and play.
Oh, what did you used to play? Football, rugby?
Well, just general playing about, general messing about. Because the fair used to come here as well.
Okay.
The fairground. So we used to come in gangs, as I say, for safety reasons again.
Yeah.
And that was it.
So I see that, you know, this is a beautiful gate.
Yeah.
So was this gate always here in your time?
Always, always. Yeah.
Wow. And I see also what was highlighted on the wall, because when we see a blue plaque, we have to highlight the blue plaque because it means something. Sir Joseph Paxton, from 1803 to 1865, you know what I mean? He was the person who designed this. And he designed Crystal Palace.
The original
Crystal Palace. If you remember the original Crystal Palace, you know, hence why the football team is called Crystal Palace. You know, he was the architecture for that, which is a great thing. So he's the head gardener at, was it Chatsworth?
Chatsworth Estate.
Chatsworth Estate. Designer of Prince's Park, which opened in 1842. And later on, the Crystal Palace in London. You always was the suit guy. Yeah. You know what I mean? Was you probably known in Toxteth and even in the city of Liverpool to be that guy, like who's like, yo, that's Michael Showers, that's Mr. Showers with the suit on?
Yeah, but a lot of the guys used to wear suits.
Okay.
I mean, the ghetto was where people dressed well.
Right.
They always dressed well.
So why is it in the ghetto that we have to dress up so plushy, and we're coming from this neck of the woods?
Well, the thing is, people expect nothing from you when you're from the ghetto. They don't expect a thing from you. They don't expect you to be anything or do anything. And by dressing, it was part of the showing them, well, look, I'm here.
Yeah. As people might not even know, let them know about your ethnicity, your heritage.
Well, my father came from Nigeria in 1920, and my mother, her mother was Irish, and her father South American.
Wow.
Yeah.
So back then, as a Nigerian man coming over in those times, you know, did he ever tell you and your siblings the stuff that he used to face back then? Because them times, I know it was a bit different for a, you know, Caribbean man more than a African man coming over here, you know what I mean, you know, to the unknown world, what they don't know.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, my father always said, anybody calls you nigger, fight them, beat them, don't let them get away with it. And my dad always fought racism. because I say he was the chief cook at sea. And he was very good because captains used to try and bribe each other to get him on the ships. He was very good, very good.
Wow. So what part of Nigeria is your father from?
He's from a place called Warri.
Warri.
Agbokodo. Agbokodo.
I know that. I heard those names before. Yeah. If you guys are from that state,
he's an Arobo. We are Arobo.
You see, real Omo Naija.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're Nigerian, yeah? What is your favorite Nigerian dish to eat, and also what do you like to make? And this is for our Nigerian viewers.
Well, I like to cook and make and eat DUCIE with lamb, spinach, and gari.
Ooh.
I chop anything you give me, I go chop am. We are now at the famous Caribbean Centre.
And what does this mean to you and the community?
Well, part of my childhood.
Yeah.
As I say, it's also been something we've had to fight for generations to keep alive.
Yeah.
They've recently tried to take it from us to build a Muslim Girls Academy.
This is Jay, Tea&Crumpets, meet Jay.
Hi.
So talk to us, you're the caretaker of this place. Michael's introduced it. He said he used to come here. He explained about the government wants to take it away to build a...
Well, they're trying to build an all-girls Muslim academy on the car park in the field here. They needed 4.5 acres, but this is the half an acre they needed. They have finally said that we're going to keep the centre now, but we're just waiting for the lease, obviously. But we do quite a lot of stuff here.
So tell our viewers what the centre means to you.
Means to me?
Yes, sir.
Well, my story is a long one because I was in a bad way 7 years ago. I just lost my missus to pneumonia, and I was in the wrong place. I wasn't in a good place, and I seen them protesting outside here to get it back open again, and I thought, shall I go over and just ask, can I help?
Yeah.
And I came over, asked her that, and they welcomed me that much with open arms. I've been here for 7 years.
That's
Don't
amazing.
get paid a penny. We do it for the community because we want it open for the kids in the area,
yes,
for
sir.
the elders, and for people who want to rent the place out. You know, and we're doing well at the moment. It's a good centre. It needs keeping open.
So what does the centre do? Well, what is its main
Well,
activities?
we rent it out to people if they want to do like birthdays, if they want to do Eids. Because we let anyone come here. It doesn't matter if you're black, white, Chinese. It doesn't matter where you're from. Anyone's welcome to this centre, and that's what it's all about. Just getting the community together.
That's it.
Because when we were protesting over this, it was like the council were wanting us to fight against the Muslim people and the black people. But we said, no, that's not going to happen.
No.
We're welcome anyone to this centre, and if you want to hire the centre or come and do a thing here, you're welcome.
How much?
3,000.
Is that all?
Yeah, got done 5 days ago.
Oh, nice.
It shows commitment because we're spending money on the place.
Yeah.
And that's not money off the council. This is our own money that we've made.
Right.
So we've got the floor that we've done. We've actually got the sewers that we've done.
Oh.
You know, we've done.
So it's probably old Victorian sewages underneath.
Yeah. I mean, $2.5 grand for that. I mean, what we've done to this centre, when we first moved in here, there was homeless in here. It was a rat hole. And we've actually come in, painted it, retiled it, just done everything we can to keep the place up and running. There's something in the back that we're trying to find who the people are. You might know who they are. I want to see, because we're trying to put the name on the top of who these people are. Yeah, this way.
Oh.
Now, these two people on the wall, we're trying to, I put it on Facebook the other day and trying to figure out who these are. Because I thought it was Vanilla Ice and Prince. Yeah, we're still trying to figure out who they are.
Oh, snap.
So we can actually put the name on the top of it.
Guys, if you know who this is, come on Tea&Crumpets family, let us know who this is. If you've been to this community centre before, let us know.
This was opened in the 7th of October 1977 by David Shepherd, the Bishop of Liverpool, who I had some trouble with during the riots.
You're a good best friend, yeah?
This building was opened on the 7th of October 1977 by the Right Reverend David Shepherd, Bishop of Liverpool, on behalf of the associations of Barbados, Guyana, Jamaica, St. Lucia, Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah.
And check next to you there some of the names.
Okay.
These are all founding members.
Founding members of the Barbados.
Gaskin.
Gaskin. C. Gaskin, M. King, L. St. Hill. Okay, all the names.
Yeah.
So basically, people, this is all the names.
Rudy Holder. That's his dad. That's Peter's dad.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guyana.
Guyana. Wow.
Put these out properly. It's one big story. It goes right round the centre.
Oh.
So that's the first black captain.
Oh my gosh, that is so beautiful.
And then obviously you've got the first black sailors with the first black army.
Oh my gosh. Oh, beautiful. You need to put these up, brother.
They used to be on the wall because they got damaged. Trying to be saved.
Oh my gosh.
But they're all one big story about the culture.
Michael, do you remember these being put up in the building?
I don't actually know.
They were outside the building, at the back, on the walls, because of the rain and that damage.
Yeah. You need to put them inside, so
Yeah. We want to try and get frames on them.
Yeah. Oh, this is brute. Oh, Frederick Douglass, legend. See, if you know your Black history, American history, you know who Frederick Douglass is. He's got loads of movies and books on him. Wow. So Michael, you've been coming here for years. You've seen this practically for the first time. What is your thoughts on seeing these beautiful paintings? Because this describes our history.
It's very moving because it's our history. It is real history.
This is very touching, man. This is
especially Toussaint.
Toussaint Louverture.
Yeah.
18th Revolution.
Yeah.
So what do you know about him? Because I know you're the filmmaker, and I know there's been a lot of documentaries and films done on him. What is your thoughts?
Film should be done on Toussaint Louverture, most definitely. You know, the revolt. You know, the revolution.
Yeah.
You know,
because he done a lot of things for, the French Caribbean, isn't it?
Well, he chased the Spanish, the French. You know. This Toussaint Louverture, brought it to Napoleon.
Ooh! So he stood up to him.
He stood up,
put his foot down
to the slavery, the injustice, and rallied up the people, and went to war.
Yeah, this is Myrtle. Used to be Myrtle Gardens or Myrtle House, and they were sold to Barrett's, the whole plot, for £1.
So this is the building that you were telling me off air that it went for £1?
Yeah.
Wow, £1?
£1.
And what year was this?
1970 something, 1980 something. Well, when we were kids, it was a racist conclave, and gangs of white youths deceased and attack us just for being in the area. So of course we used to keep away from it.
So this was one of the blocks, and I was saying it while we was coming here, that everywhere that you took us in this community, in your community, is so close.
Yeah.
Like 5 to 10 minute walk.
Yeah.
Not probably 5.
Even the city centre, 5 and 10 minute walk.
And from your block to here, there was like the differences of energy, vibration, and coming here to see probably friends what you might have had here, you've been called the N-words and stuff like that for just being in present of this building for no reason. So what was the retaliation like, you know, back to those who was calling you those foul words?
Well, I think depending on numbers, you beat them or you run away. That's it. Being black in Liverpool 8 as a kid, you had to learn to fight and run, and that was it. I said we had a woman in my street, and I was about 5, and when they used to go past, she used to say to the dog, "Come on, nigga, come on, nigga," and just smile.
So you used to walk past a woman who had a dog, and she used to tell the dog, "Come on, nigga." What was the dog, black or something?
Black dog.
So apart from all that, what does this block mean to you, and how, and what was the vibration like coming back now, you walking into this area now that things has changed in over 40 plus years?
Well, a friend of mine bought a house here, one of these, when they first opened.
Right.
And that's the only time really I visited it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. And what do you think of it now?
It's just normal now, it's just an everyday thing.
Yeah. There you have it, guys.
Different
man.
people. People with brains.
There you go. So let me know if you've lived here, or if you was here at the time of his incident and things what happened, or you live here now. And how is it for you living here now and knowing the fact of things that happened 40 years ago? Please put it in the comment section.
The place you've just passed is the old Liverpool's Race Relations Organisation.
Okay.
Where the Labour Party in Liverpool, militant, tried to impose a black leader of the Race Relations Organisation on us called Sam Bond from London. And we didn't have it. We wouldn't have it. That was it. Nightlife in the city, there were very few black clubs, very few white clubs that used to let black people in.
Yeah.
Which is hence my name in my book, members only.
One time there was a strict policy for a lot of clubs that blacks just don't belong in here. So.
And what's the real reason?
The real reason for certain clubs is that they just prefer not to have any blacks in the club.
Why not?
That's a very hard one to answer. It can be either the guy who owns the place, it can be his personal preference, or it can be a policy he's set to keep the other customers happy.
The trouble I had when I was 15 was at a dance in a place called Norris Green. And we went, Howard Gale, who played for Liverpool, first black player for Liverpool.
Yes.
He moved, him and his brother, with their dad, to a place called Norris Green, which is a pure white area and racist. Anyway, Alan said to us, "Listen, there's a dance up there every Sunday in the Labour Club. You should see the women." Phew, that was it. We started going there. And then we've been going about 5 weeks. Girls loved us and we could dance. Anyway, one week, this group of guys came across to us and said, "We don't want to pay dancing with our women.
Oh, wow.
Don't come again." I said, "Okay." Next week, 20 of us went.
So you was a knucklehead, yeah?
Yeah. 20 of us went, smashed them, smashed the place up. But during the general melee, Alan Gale stabbed somebody. 2 stitches, that's it. 5 of us were arrested. And they sent me to a remand home because I was 15. And once again, and I was fighting every single day. So they threw me into Walton Prison when I was 15. And I had my 16th birthday in there actually. 3 months later, we went to trial. Of course, my mum couldn't afford a barrister, solicitor. My dad was at sea. They gave us what they call a doc brief, who was a barrister who worked on the day for you for a fixed fee.
Oh, yeah.
Paid for by the government.
Like a duty solicitor.
Like a duty solicitor.
Yeah.
Anyway, he came down, he said, "Look, you're all being very silly now. You could go upstairs and plead guilty. The most you're going to get is probation. Well, probation meant nothing to us because a lot of our friends were on probation, and we used to accompany them to their probation visits. And instead of us waiting outside, it mean we go in. Anyway, we all changed our pleas to guilty. And I said, but I didn't stab her. And he said, look, the judge is not silly. He knows that 5 of you couldn't have stabbed one man. Pleaded guilty, changed our plea, and we all got Borstal. Every one of us. I was in for 2 years.
Wow.
Because of the word nigger again, because I had to fight my way. I was the only black guy in the wing. And my first day down, when I came down to have my meal, as I got halfway down the street, sitting there on the stairs, the chant started. Banging the knives and forks on the table. 99 people, I was the 100th in the wing. And couldn't fight them all. I got sent to a punishment Borstal called Reading.
Right.
And when I got in reception, this big burly screw comes over and he says, there's only one thing I hate worse than worse than a scouser, and that's it. And punched me in the face.
So that used to be the magistrate court right there, was boarded up here?
Yeah. That's where you had a black boy sitting in the magistrate's chair smoking weed.
Wow.
And we took it over.
That's where you got arrested also, yeah? After
no, I got arrested after we got to the ghetto.
Yeah. Okay.
I think one of the greatest problems we have in an area such as this is that the people who hold power want to choose the leaders. It can't happen. Those days are gone. We've had imposed rule, imposed government for so long. We're not taking it anymore. We're fighting back and we're saying we will choose.
And the community bum rushed the whole place, isn't it?
Oh yeah, took it over. And because it was a city centre in the daytime and there's so many of us, they didn't want it to kick off in the day because they knew to be looting. All the jewellery stops would be looted.
Wow.
So they left us to get back to the ghetto, and then they came.
That's when they retaliated, knocking everybody over in the big vans.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
I remember Bill Shankly standing there with the cup. That's the Crown Court.
Oh, yeah. Cool. Talk to us. How could we're at the docks?
Yeah. Well, apart from the fact that I used to come down here when my dad's ships were in and have dinner on board, I often think, what must the slaves have thought when they saw all these fine buildings?
If you was a slave and you came off here for the first time in the cold, shackles, bare feet, there's probably something on your rear end.
Loincloth, that's it.
Yeah, that's a cloth. And you saw this. What would be in your mindset? What would you be thinking? But how do you feel that the fellow Nigerians, the Ghanaians, the Sierra Leoneans, the Cameroonians, the Congolese, the Angolans, the East Africans, everyone who was taken from, the people from Cape Verde, how do you feel being here? The amount of people who was coming through here, they was coming through here from the thousands, and they was spread.
Tens of thousands
through Liverpool, throughout England and Scotland, right?
England, Scotland.
That's why, if you think about people, if we go to the Caribbean, a lot of people has got names McFarden.
Yeah.
A lot of people has got Scottish names, Welsh and Irish names, right?
Yeah. Slave owners.
This is the ports. This is where our forefathers, mothers, aunties, sisters, godmothers came from in slavery. So, sir, talk to us, man. What's this big building behind us, first of all?
That big building means nothing without the bird on top, which is the live bird, the crest of our beloved Liverpool Football Club.
Yeah. There you go. And also, apart from that bird, the live bird being there, what's in that building? What did it used to be?
I think it used to be tax office. Yeah, I think it used to be.
Okay, well, moving on from that, basically, I want to ask you a question. How did you get into the life of crime and what made you start?
Well, as I say, what happened, I was sent to Borstal for a crime I didn't commit. did 2 years, came out, couldn't get a job, wasn't going to starve. I bumped into some friends of mine from Highton.
Right.
Asked me if I wanted a bit of graft.
Yeah.
I said, no problem. Next week I was on a snadge. And that was it.
And what for the new generation, what does that mean, a snadge?
Well, you say, when guards were delivering money to banks or taking money from banks, one would grab them, hold them, the other one would grab the bag. That was
Got you. So where else did that lead you to? Because you mentioned something about Africa or...
Yeah, well, the thing is, I was so successful in the armed robberies. I was arrested about 5 or 6 times. Never once convicted, never once in court for armed robbery. And it got to the point where the police were just harassing. They would actually sit outside my house. When I came out in the morning, drive off, they'd drive off behind me, make no show of hiding. It got so annoying that I thought, well, I'm going to get out of this for a while. I'll go and visit my dad's relatives in Nigeria, which I did.
So basically, it's like the movie Catch Me If You Can.
Yeah. So as I say, while I was in Nigeria, I bumped into a seaman, and he said, "Countryman," when he heard I was from Liverpool, he said, "You can help me because I'm taking some Igbo, which is weed.
Right.
I'm taking some Igbo to Liverpool."
So in Nigeria they call weed
Igbo. Yeah.
Okay. For all my Nigerians.
So I said, yeah, I know a lot of people will buy it. I made a couple of phone calls, got the name of his ship, directed them. That was it.
Yeah.
Ship arrived 10 days later because a 10-day service, roll on, roll off, 10 days there, 10 days back. And he was happy when he came back because the weed was all sold and he got all his money, no problem.
So wasn't you scared to ship the weed over to the UK, into the ports where we are?
No, because we had the docks covered. We had people who worked.
So you used to do a little backhander to people?
No, we had people who worked in the docks who controlled the unions and things like that. So if the customs found anything, they would be informed.
Right.
They could also bring the docks to a standstill on the strike.
Right.
And things like that. So it was so easy. It was ridiculous. I had so much money, I didn't know what to do with it. As I say, I bought a Rolls Royce and a house in the same week.
The Rolls Royce, was it the white one?
Yeah. And I used to have a suitcase on top of the wardrobe with tens of thousands of pounds in it. I'd just go in, take a handful and go off to Paris for the weekend with some young lady, and that was it.
Well, I wish I knew him back in the days, man. I want to time travel now, go back in his days and say, yo, I'll be your bodyguard.
And I say, the blags were nice because there was no cameras in those days. And once you left the job, there was no evidence. You had the money. I got stopped once going out to Speak Airport. I was flying to Nigeria to pay £68,000 to the Nigerians. I left them in a hotel, flew back to Liverpool, went to the bank, drew the £68,000 out the bank.
Wow.
And while I was on my way back out of Liverpool Airport, I was stopped when they opened the bag and found the money. They said, "What's this?" I said, "I'm going to France. I'm going gambling. The Arc de Triomphe." I was paying the Nigerians. And they held me for about 10 minutes. Once they checked the bank, that I drew the money out my bank, it was all legal. There's nothing they could do. Couldn't ask me where I got it from or anything. That was it. That was those days. Now, it's different.
We're home.
We are indeed.
Well, I need my bed, I need a pillow, I need a duvet. Put me anywhere and I will sleep.
Yeah. Until the match, until Sunday.
Until Sunday, yeah. What does Liverpool mean to you as a Liverpool-born Scouse? Talk to us.
Well, now it means everything. But in my youthful days, it was a horrible experience. Because you'd get thousands of people singing, "If you're standing by and clap your hands." And of course, thousands of people clap their hands. Or, "If you hate, clap your hands."
Wow.
And of course...
That must have started some fights.
No, you couldn't fight too many. Too many.
You had to just stay quiet.
Yeah, you just had to keep quiet and eat shit.
Wow. So now,
Now they've got they're worshipping black players. Different.
And who's the, because me when I was coming up, you know, I'm a Johnny Barnes, you know, fan, right? But I know that there was a black player before him.
Yeah, Howard Gale.
Howard.
He was the brother of my friend Alan Gale.
Wow.
And he took some stick racially, but he always fought against it. As a matter of fact, he was offered an MBE and refused it because of the word empire.
Everton, where are they? That way,
Everton.
They've moved now.
Yeah, I know they moved, but what was the rivalry like when they was here? Now they're gone somewhere else with their toilet bowl.
Because, I mean, Liverpool, in the 80s, were in the ascendancy. They were everything. Just like last year. And Everton are just poor relatives. Very, very poor relatives.
But there was that story that, you know, Liverpool and Everton, you know, formed in a pub just right around the corner as well. And basically were sharing ground for a very, very long time until, you know, one of the two wasn't paying their rent.
Yeah.
You know, it could be Everton, could be us. You know, who knows the truth. What does being a Scouser mean to you? And for those who doesn't know what a Scouser is, what is a Scouser? What is the meaning and the definition of Scouse?
I don't actually know. All I know is that we in Liverpool are called Scousers, and that's it. And I think it comes from the old Irish dish, scouse.
You're right, sir.
While we're outside the champions world, the champions of world champions, sorry Goonies, you won't see this ever, but yeah, talk to us about your book.
Yeah, the book is now out. It's called Members Only, and you can get it at Warcry Publishing, Michael Showers, Members Only, or you can get it on Amazon.
Amazon, yes. So tell me, what was your purpose of you writing the book and, you know, publishing it and putting it out there? Because I know that you've been on a handful of podcasts talking about it, but tell Tea&Crumpets family why.
Well, I've seen so much nonsense published about me that I thought I'd get it right.
Yeah.
And as I say, I've got nothing to be ashamed of. It's my past, and that's it.
Yeah. And they say within the book and within life, you know, you're like the godfather of Liverpool when it comes to the street life and everything. Do you classify yourself as that, or you just classify yourself as a normal guy?
That was a name given to me by the chief constable, the then chief constable who we hated, called Kenneth Gordon Oxford. And he, I think it was a Panorama crew who were doing a documentary on me, and they interviewed him about me. And that's what he said. He said, I class him as the Godfather. And that was it.
We're going to talk about, you know...
a screenplay, yeah.
Your screenplay?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So tell them what your name is, who you are, what you represent, and why the screenplay.
Well, my name is Peter Sinseeya. I've known Mr. Showers since I was a young lad. He was a good friend of my father, Rudy, which we've seen a plaque of in the Caribbean Centre. He was the founder of the Carnival, doing it back in the 1980s. With Mr. Showers being a spokesperson for the community, I've always had an attachment to him. Reading his book, and you know, as I said, I knew him from when I was a kid. So getting to know him in the later years is we've joined the pack. Then you know, we're going on this adventure to, you know, first the book's out, and now we're doing the screenplay about his life. It's going to be a movie. We're chipping away at the screenplay as we speak, and I'm excited to show the new generation about what it was like, and people like Mr. Showers and others that build the foundation for the community to be the way it is, as you've all seen going around our community. So it's good to show where it all stemmed from and who were the pillars of our community that made it is what it is today. The main factor is getting this story, you know, Mr. Showers' story out there and showing his side. As he just mentioned before, there's a lot of people saying this or saying that, but this story is going to be through his eyes and his words. You know, Mr. Showers is going to help me still structure it. You know, I'm writing a screenplay, but it's always going to get the blessing from Mr. Showers himself. And I'm excited. I'm excited to see where this all goes.
Mister, Michael Showers, father, uncle, brother, granddad, great-granddad.
And friend.
And friend. Thank you for taking, you know, myself and the Tea&Crumpets family all around Liverpool, Toxteth, you know, where you're stomping grounds and telling all these great stories of things that happened to you, things that went down in your community, things that you helped to perfect in your community. You know what I mean? For those who wants to probably reach out to you or to buy your book, yeah, or to see what's happening in the future with you, how can Tea&Crumpets family find out about you?
I don't know, sir, because I'm not social media.
He's not social media, guys. But where can they buy your book for those who forgot?
They can buy the book on Warcry Publishing. It's Michael Showers, members only, or on
Amazon. On Amazon. Well, this is it. This has been another episode of Tea&Crumpets. So, guys, this has been me in one of my favourite cities, Liverpool. I'm a Liverpool FC supporter, but this has been Michael Showers, Magic J, Tea&Crumpets. We're out. Peace.